So hello everyone, my name is Natalie Lezcano. I am the Wellness Coordinator with UF Communications and Work Life. And today we will be talking about all the different UF wellness programs that are available to you for free to help you along your wellness journey. Okay, so on our agenda today, we'll be doing a little intro to wellness activity, nothing crazy, more of like a self-reflection activity. Then we are going to take a tour of our UF wellness programs. I will also show you how to navigate the UF Work Life website. We'll learn how to find updates on UF wellness programs and discuss additional resources that are available to UF faculty and staff. Okay, so we'll get started with our intro to wellness activity, which is just going to be a quick little checklist, which you can do just internally, maybe count on your hand, however you want to do it. You will not be required to share, but basically I'm going to go through these questions that you see on the screen, and you can just keep count of how many you can say that you do on a day-to-day basis or regularly. So the first one is, do you have a water bottle in plain view on your desk? The second one is, do you bring your lunch from home or do you find yourself ordering in for lunch often while at work? Third one is, do you take walking breaks or conduct walking meetings? Do you follow the 20-20-20 rule for preventing eye strain? This basically means that every 20 minutes, you take a 20-second break where you look away from your screen and you look at an object that is about 20 feet away from you for 20 seconds. And the last one is, have you checked to make sure that your desk setup is optimized for proper ergonomics? All right, so if you feel comfortable, you can share what your score was out of 5, but you also don't have to. I basically just wanted to do this little self-reflection activity so that we can all kind of bring to the forefront of our mind how much we make wellness a priority in our every day-to-day life, at least while we're at work. And this is not to shame you or make you feel like, if you got like a 1 or a 2, that you aren't, doing enough to take care of yourself. Sometimes we just get bogged down with how busy we are at work, lots of meetings, whatever it may be, and we just kind of forget to do it. I know I forget to do a lot of these things sometimes while I'm at work and I'm the wellness coordinator, right? So this is kind of just a self-reflection activity so you can get an idea of how much you're making wellness a priority or how much you feel like you should be making it. And it was also to show you that wellness doesn't always have to be, hitting the gym for an hour after work or spending 3 hours on a Saturday meal prepping. Sometimes it's as easy as keeping your water bottle on your desk and reminding yourself to take a sip of water, after every email you send or after every time you speak in a meeting to stay hydrated, stuff like that. So it can be really easy, simple things that you can do. And personally, my view of wellness is just as, making small, sustainable habits that help you build the muscle of wellness and self-care in your everyday life. And so the next thing I'm going to ask you is, what do you hope to gain from a wellness program? And I do ask that you share this maybe in the chat or unmute yourself, just so we can get an idea of what everyone in the room is hoping to gain from a wellness program before we jump into exploring what there is to offer. Okay. Better health overall, yep. Additional ideas to implement on top of the changes I've already made. That's a really great one. Anyone else have any ideas what they want to hope to gain from wellness programs? Knowledge of ways to combat stiffness and soreness in my work environment. We have an ergonomics presentation coming up that would be perfect for you. What kind of support is available from UF overall? Better strategies and resources to include in daily life that improve my overall well-being. So this is great. So from what I'm getting from all these answers and what you'll see shortly in this presentation is that we have something for everyone, no matter what it is that you're looking to work on in terms of your health and wellness. Our wellness programs, more than likely, you're going to be able to find something that's right up your alley. In a lot of cases, you'll be able to find multiple resources and kind of pick and choose which one is best for you. So at that, we will get started on what programs we have. So I've kind of divided this presentation between the different types of programs instead of kind of the topic of programs, just because we have so many topics. I felt like it would be easier to just talk about our on-demand, like our different types of programs. So first we have our on-demand programs, which actually give me a second because I don't have my presentation notes. All right, sorry about that. It didn't give me. Okay, now we're good. I didn't have my presentation notes open earlier. Okay, so first we have our on-demand programs. So these are programs that you can find on our website, which I'll also be showing you the website later on. It's just the UF Work Life website, which is where you can find most of these things. But most of these on-demand programs are just recorded presentations or podcasts that you can access at any time throughout your day. And they're just full of knowledge and resources to help you. So the first one is the Healthy Lifestyle Program, which many of you may be familiar with. It's been around for a long time. It was recently updated by yours truly. And so it's been refreshed, revamped. In my opinion, it's pretty great, but it was always pretty great. So this is just a series of 6 modules that explore the different ways to create a healthy lifestyle. And so there are 6 modules, and each one focuses on a different topic, which includes physical activity, nutrition, energy balance, better sleep, stress management, and resilience, or making habits that actually last. So it covers lots of different topics. It's full of evidence-backed information, and it's just kind of like a holistic view of wellness and health. And each module does also have a kind of a handout to help you kind of reflect on where you're at with that specific topic and what changes you want to make to get better. So basically, it's just a program that's designed to change your perspective on what it takes to have a healthy lifestyle and kind of help you along that journey. The next on-demand program we have is the Health Education and Literacy Program, also known as HELP. And so this is a program that's really just meant to help you understand the United States healthcare system better, help you understand where to get your health information from, because not all the sources that we find maybe on the internet are all that reliable. So it's kind of set up to help you take inventory of the resources that you may find online if you're doing your own health research, and determine which ones are actually reliable and scientifically backed, as opposed to ones that are kind of just like a blog that some random person with no real credentials put up on the internet. It also helps you to prepare for your doctor's appointments, helps you write out what questions you want to ask your provider, what are the top goals you have for every appointment you make. So it's a really great program. It was also just recently revamped, and so has a fresh look on it, and it's got a lot more helpful information for you. Next, we have our Grief and Coping with Loss program. This is just a recording which was done in partnership with Taylor Williams, who's an UF adjunct professor and founder of the Gainesville Guts and Glory. So it's just a little workshop to help you have more empathetic and meaningful conversations about various forms of loss, specifically in the workplace. So this is just with the goal of normalizing this emotion and experience. And I do believe that this was created during COVID, which was kind of the impetus for this. Next, we have our guided meditation sessions. So these are a series, I think there's 9 or 10 of them. They're all roughly 10 minutes in length, and they just aim to provide a sense of calm and overall well-being throughout your workday, or you can also listen to them at home or whenever you may need a little meditation session. And they explore all different styles of meditation. And again, I'll be showing you where to find all of these, and I will also be providing a little handout with links to all of these resources as well at the end of the presentation. And next, we have our Wellness Talk podcast, which just features wellness content done in partnership with subject matter experts from across the University of Florida that we record sort of on a monthly basis whenever we're able to find someone to be a guest speaker. And they're just meant to help to provide you with knowledge and resources to help improve your health and well-being. We've done a lot of interesting topics such as tobacco cessation, disparities in the African American community. And this month we recorded a men's health Wellness Talk podcast, which would be out next week or the week after, which is a really great conversation. So those are our on-demand programs. And then we have our expert-led programs, which are just, as the title would imply, they're just programs that we are led by a specific expert in that subject matter. And these are not necessarily on demand, they're more that something that you can schedule or something that is going on an ongoing basis. So the first is the Financial Literacy Workshop Series. So you all may be familiar that I think it was last month or April actually, we did a Financial Literacy Month campaign series through UF at Work, where we basically each week had a number of different webinars from financial literacy experts from Wells Fargo to the EAP, I believe. Lots of different people came and helped us with that. And so those are now, some of those are actually on demand on the website now, but some of those webinars are still ongoing. So you can find those on our website and also through the UF at Work emails. And again, this is just to help you make healthier financial habits. It covers topics from retirement to savings accounts to buying a home, lots of different topics. We also have our Introduction to Mindfulness program, which is actually led by my boss, Angie Brown. She is fantastic. This program is fantastic. I actually got to sit in on it while she was kind of rehearsing it, and it is absolutely amazing. It's a great resource. This is something that you can schedule for your department. She's also doing, or she recently did, a full day mindfulness and resilience workshop that was a full day event that was here at the HR office, which I believe she may be doing again at a later date, but is also something that you can schedule for your department, and is a really great, it'd be like a great like retreat activity or something that you may want to do with your coworkers. We also have faculty and staff fitness classes. So many of you may be familiar with the Pilates and stadium fitness classes that we had during the spring semester. We currently don't have those classes available for the summer, though we do still have Zumba, which is held at the UF Health Professional Park on 34th Street office. But these are also a great resource for UF Health faculty, for UF faculty and staff. And again, everything here is free. We also have month-long webinar campaigns. So you all probably know about the Employee Wellness Month, which is this month in June, which this webinar is a part of. And like I said earlier, we also did a financial literacy webinar campaign series as well. And so through these webinar campaigns, we have, again, different experts talking about different topics within each of these kind of broader themes. So for example, later on in this month for the Employee Wellness campaign, we will also have a webinar called Building a Healthy Charcuterie Board, another one called Improve Your Grocery Management Skills to Reduce Food Waste, and we'll also be having an ergonomics one, I think, on the 20th. So whoever said that they needed to help with stiffness at work, that'd be a great one for you to go to. But yeah, so there's a lot of great programs by a lot of different experts. You're not always listening to the same person again and again. It's different people with different expertise and different knowledge, which is really great. All right, so next we have our UF sponsored resources. And so these are free resources that are available to you through other companies that is provided to you through UF. So the first one is the Employee Assistance Program, or the EAP. This is a program that offers typically a counselor for you to talk to if you're having going through a difficult time, but they also provide a lot of different services that they kind of put under the umbrella of work-life solutions. But this includes legal guidance, financial advice. They can answer like a broad array of questions for you. For example, my boss once asked them for help finding a assisted living facility for her mom. And they sent her a like 10-page report of all the different assisted living facilities in this area, in the Alachua County area, with like reviews, information on like the different sorts of services they offered. So like a full report of all the information she could possibly need in trying to choose one of those assisted living facilities for her mom. And this is available to all UF faculty, staff, graduate assistants, non-student OPS employees, house staff / residents, and postdocs associates, as well as their household members. So it doesn't have to be someone who's related to you. If you just have a roommate and they may need counseling sessions, they are also able to use the EAP. I've used the EAP through my roommate because I'm not eligible for it because I'm a student. And it's honestly a great resource. You get 6 free counseling sessions per event per calendar year, which basically means if in January you're in a car accident and you want counseling for that, you get 6 free counseling sessions for that event. And then later on, let's say in July, you're having a hard time with your marriage, something like that, you can have 6 free sessions for that as well. So the EAP is a fantastic resource. Highly recommend using that. And you can use it by either contacting going through the toll-free number, which I can show you on the WorkLife website, which is a toll-free number. You can call them. You just tell the intake counselor what it is that you're looking for, and they will get you to where you need to be, set up an appointment for you, whatever it may be. And you can also utilize it by going through the online website and logging in with the web ID, which is UFEAP. But again, I can show you the website for that later, and the link for that will also be in the handout that I'll provide after. Next, we have Noom, which is a weight loss platform. Again, this is another thing that's provided to you for free. You just have to go on our website and sign up for it. And so yeah, this is just a weight loss platform. It gives you daily articles, food and exercise logging, one-on-one goal support, and peer groups for support. So you can get like I think they call it a goal specialist, which is basically just like a personal coach to help you along whatever weight loss you're trying to achieve. And even if you're not trying to lose weight, but maybe trying to maintain weight or just eat healthier in general, this is a great resource for you. And it's an app. You just sign up for it with your UF email, and then we'll send you an email with instructions on how to activate your membership, and then you download the app, activate the membership, and you get started from there. You basically have the entire platform, which you would have to pay for. It's paid for by UF, so it's free to you. Another platform that is free to you is Calm, which is a mindfulness app that features pre-recorded audio content designed to help manage stress, anxiety, and insomnia. So it has a bunch of meditation resources, a lot of sleep content that can help you fall asleep better, kind of like the white noise, brown noise type of thing that has become really popular. They also have video lessons on mindful movement and gentle stretching. So you can also use it at work if you want to take a little stretching break. They have audio programs taught by world-renowned mindfulness experts. They have nature scenes and sounds. They have basically an entire media library to help you with your anxiety, help you be more mindful, help you sleep better. We had a lot of great reviews coming from Calm, both from Calm and Noom, from a recent survey we just did. They're great resources for you. And again, the sign-up process for Calm is the same as Noom. You give us your UF email, and if you are a UF Health employee on this webinar and you also want to sign up for these, you are also eligible for these as well. You can only sign up for one though, so you kind of have to choose, and they're only good for 1 year, but in that 1 year you can get a lot of benefits from it and learn a lot from them. So those were our UF sponsored programs. So now I will show you how to find all of this on the UF WorkLife website, which is where most of this is housed. So I'm going to pull this up. All right. Can you all see the website? I'm going to hope so. Yeah. All right. So this, oh no, sorry. All right, so this is our Work Life at UF website. So most of the programs and things that I just talked to you about, you'll see that there's these 9 kind of tabs you can click on. There are a bunch of resources on all of these, so I definitely recommend, if you haven't been on this website before, to check out everything on here because there's so much available to you. But all the programs I just talked to you about will be under the Get Healthy tab here. So you can see that we have general well-being, So this includes a tobacco cessation. The Wellness Talk podcast that I talked about would be under the UFHR Wellness Media Library. We also have some of our partnerships, which I'll also be discussing later in this webinar, which is our Gator Care wellness programs and UF Health Jacksonville Wellness. These are basically the same, but they also have a lot of free resources that are available to you. We have our fitness, so we have the faculty and staff fitness classes, which I spoke about earlier here. Gator Care has a bunch of live stream classes throughout the week to help you stretch, do a little bit of cardio at your desk. This is another great program. We have our mental health resources, so we have Calm here. You can see if you click on this, it'll take you to the sign up page for both Noom and Calm. Again, you can only choose one, so you'll say here which app you would like to sign up for. You'll put your first and last name, your UFID, and your email. You can use any email, but I do recommend using your UF email. It generally goes easier that way, and there's generally fewer problems. And you'll just fill in the rest of the information, and then you'll get the sign up email with all the information on how to activate your membership. And then you also have the Employee Assistance Program. So if you click on that, you'll go here. This is the number you can call. And again, you'll just tell the intake counselor what it is you're looking for, and they'll get you connected from there. Or you can click on Guidance Resources. And if you haven't set up an account on this before, you will just use the web ID UFEAP, and then you'll be asked to create a user ID and password. And we do ask that you don't use your GatorLink user ID as your user ID for EAP. And that's just to better protect your privacy. We won't be getting any information at all from the EAP in regards to your personal information. That will never be shared with us. The only data we get from the EAP is all in aggregate. It's never individual. But just again, to further protect your privacy, we recommend not using the GatorLink. And so yeah, and then we have our mindfulness resources here. We also have some nutrition resources. Again, there's Noom, and there's a bunch of other partnerships that we have with other departments at the University of Florida that also offer resources in regards to this. And then if you click the Well at UF, this is where you can see some of the on-demand programs that I talked about earlier, such as the Grief and Coping with Loss workshop, the Healthy Lifestyle program, the HELP program, and the Introduction to Mindfulness, which you can register for your department. So lots of great stuff here. That is the main thing on the WorkLife website that I wanted to show you. Again, under all the other tabs here, there's a lot of other resources that are available to you that aren't just, I'm just not showing them because they're not necessarily wellness programs, but they are programs and resources that are available to you to support you in your work life and your everyday life. Okay, so then back to the presentation. We also have so in terms of how to get, stay updated is the word I'm looking for, on all the different wellness programs that are currently available and are upcoming. Sorry, the jumping between links and the presentation is not going well for me. But basically you can follow all these program updates on this link's not working. Sorry, this link. There we go. So you should be already getting the UF at Work emails. And they go out twice a week, so you should be getting them twice a week in your Gator Care email. You cannot unsubscribe from these. These emails contain a lot of information relevant to your work and to the HR policies, so you can't unsubscribe from them. We've had people ask us about that before. You can't unsubscribe from them, but also you don't want to because they're filled with a lot of information on wellness programs and other resources that are available to you. So this is a website for UF at Work, but again, you do get them twice a week in your email. And this is where you can keep up with all the programs that are coming up and available to you. So for example, that the Healthy Charcuterie Board webinar that's coming up is right here on this website. You can register for lots of other, hold on, where is it? Oh, there it is. The ergonomics workshop is also on here. And so you can sign up via emails or on the website you can come to look up information. And then the last place where you can find updates on everything related to wellness from UF programs is the HR calendar. So this is kind of a less nice looking place to find it, but is another place where you can keep up to date on what's coming up. So this will basically show you what webinars are available at what time, when the faculty and staff fitness classes are, stuff like that. So anything that's scheduled and not the on-demand programs will be listed on the HR calendar and on the UF at Work website. And again, in those emails that you get. And then some additional resources that are available to you that are not necessarily UF wellness programs, but are still great places to look. So first there's Gator Care Wellness, which I kind of touched on earlier. You can go to the gatorcare.org website and find everything they have for you. And so basically they have their resources divided between the 9 windows to wellness, which include cultural, emotional, social, spiritual, environmental, financial, occupational, physical, and intellectual. So they have resources and programs that cover basically everything. And the great thing about these is that they're generally on demand. So they have a lot of webinars that they've recorded or held in the past. And they just kind of recorded them and kind of put them on their website as on-demand programs that you can access at any time. They also have some that maybe are email-based that will come to your email once or twice a week, telling you to do, like for example, they have Plank and Drank, which reminds you to keep hydrated and to do planks to help with your physical wellness. So that's one email-based program they have. They have some other ones related to setting boundaries with technology so you have less screen time. So a lot of stuff like that. They have a lot of self-paced programs, which you kind of just download all the content and go at your own pace. So that's a great resource as well. They do have programs that are only for Gator Care members. So if you have the Gator Care insurance, they have programs like nutrition counseling, health coaching, as well as Weight Watchers. But again, that's only if you have the Gator Care insurance. But if you don't have the Gator Care insurance, they still have plenty of resources available to help you. And they host a lot of programs that are also kind of ongoing. Like they have a Couch to 5K program, which just ended, which was like more of a group kind of program. They do walking challenges. They have a lot. I highly recommend visiting their website. And then there's also the IFAS extension, which I think is a great resource for employees as well. They offer online learning resources related to agriculture and natural resources, youth development, home landscapes, work and life, and special topics. So they're not necessarily conducting webinars all the time, kind of like I'm doing now. They do, but a lot of these resources on their website are more like articles and things that you can read. But I do believe they also have some webinars. And then they have, and then there's the ergonomics, which again, there's an ergonomics workshop coming up. But if you go to the ergonomics website, you can also schedule an ergonomics assessment from Julie Ramsey, who's the ergonomics specialist for UF. She is fantastic, very nice, and she has a lot of great information for you if you are struggling with a lot of like back pain or muscle pain while you are at work. All right, so that was all I had for you today. So in summary, UF Wellness offers on-demand, expert-led, and UF-sponsored programs to support the health and well-being of all employees. UF Wellness programs and resources can be found on the UF Work Life website under the Get Healthy tab. And updates related to current and upcoming wellness programs can be found via UF at Work emails or the UF at Work website and the HR calendar website. And additional free resources to support UF faculty and staff can be found on the Gator Care and IFAS extension websites, as well as the ergonomics website. So I'm going to send in the chat the Explore UF Wellness Programs PDF, which has the links to all of the programs that I mentioned, as well as links to the Work Life website. The Gator Care and IFAS extension website should also be on there. So I'm going to send that in the chat and you can download that. So that's all I had for you, but did anyone have any questions that I can answer?